Boom, 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 chickadee chanka. How's it going, everybody? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with a cheeky little video for you. It was going to be the watch along for the Man United Liverpool game, but we have got official confirmation now that it has been postponed, guys. So there will be no Manchester United versus Liverpool game today, sadly. But look, the fans have spoken here, my friends, and it's just a frustration that's built up over many years. This isn't about a protest against the season or the players or Solskjaer or any business like that. It's a protest against the owners, and the fans have had enough of the current regime. We don't want them as owners anymore. Look, they've been very lucky this season in a way that there has not been fans at the stadiums, because there would have been a lot of protests throughout the season, and there would have also been a heck of a fuss made about the European Super League, rightfully so. That was the final tipping point for us fans. So everyone wants these owners out. People are moaning, saying, I understand people saying, okay, look, there's some obviously idiots who've caused some damage and stuff like that. That's no good. That's no good. But people are saying, oh, this is a bad idea, and we want to watch our game of football and stuff. How about we take our fucking club back as the fans, though? This is what we really need to focus on, not just not just going quietly into the night, my friends. I don't want us to see us do that. As a fan base, we can make ourselves heard. This is making ourselves heard. Will they hear this over in the States? They're probably in their ivory towers over in New York or whatever the fuck it is. Will they even care? I mean, yes, potentially, because there could be sanctions put in place here by the FA, by the Premier League, for the disruption that this has caused to the Football League. The game has been postponed. Will it be rearranged for tomorrow? We'll let you know what happens with the news as and when it comes out throughout this show right now. But will it be arranged for tomorrow? Will it go ahead at another date? This disruption that is caused here. There is a big financial cost that's happened, I guess, that will be recovered from, the Manchester police, from the club. So there's financial implications here. Of course, there's extra policing and things like that goes on. The Manchester United have to pay for on match days and things that they haven't had to do for a while. Well, I'm sure they're going to have to pay the council, the police, some money for this one. And if this continues, crikey, it's going to cost them some pennies. Not only that, but there actually may be there may be some penalties to pay here. Financial penalties, there may be points reductions. Hey, who even knows what could possibly happen here? They could just award the win to the Scousers for all we know. We don't actually bloody know what's going to happen here. So it is kind of a disgrace. Hey there, Mensley with a 199 super chat. How you doing? Everybody, thanks for getting in here. Do us a favour at the start of this stream and smash a thumbs up on the video. Give it a cheeky little like and a share if you want. Zayn Miyasi with a 499 super chat says, at least Oba scored, warming up for the final. Nobody cares about Arsenal, mate. They're shy. We're going to smash you up anyway. That's if we even participate. But anyway, Zayn Miyasi, thank you very much for that. But look, it's obviously disappointing we didn't get to watch United smash up the Scousers today. But in my opinion, there is a bigger picture that we have to look at here, which is this is just boiled over from years and years of neglect and misleading the club base and in the fan base from the owners. Sucking money out of the club, not fully invest into the ground. I mean, maybe if they'd have actually invested in the bloody new facilities and new security at the ground, it wouldn't be so easy for fans just to, pick a bloody old rusty padlock and everybody filter in. Do you know what I mean? The place is falling to the ground. And that's a lot down to these owners and the way that they've managed the club and the fact that they haven't put the club first. They've just put themselves first and how they can make money and how they can use United as a big brand and a cash cow to make them cash. We all know that. So this is about the fans saying no. Okay, look, people are going to say stupid fans. I can see, look, stupid fans in the live chat here from Crafty Monkey. Well, Crafty Monkey, look, what do you want to happen? Do you want everyone to just silently continue with the Glazers as owners? We are the fans of this club, and as fans, we are the biggest part of this club. People say that's true, and it is. Okay, yes, there's the players and the coach and all this sort of stuff, but without the fans paying their hard-earned money to go and watch them or buying the merch or watching from this, fans all over the world in Africa, Asia, spending their money on merchandise to support this club that they love to follow. So if we can't have our say, then who the bloody hell can? This is who it's for. It's for the fans, guys. So if that's how the fans see it in terms of protesting and pushing the game back, and basically everybody's taken note. This is global news right now, guys. This will be going around the far-flung corners of the earth. Manchester United fans protest, game abandoned, game postponed. This is huge. This is a huge statement from the fan base. Yes, there's some negatives that has happened in this. Look, there's a pandemic going on right now. Maybe this isn't that smart. I get that. But, you know, slightly different circumstance in this country to others at the moment. But also, but still not great. But, and also, you know, what is this actually going to do with the Glazers being over there? That is the big argument that I keep hearing. Well, it's going to certainly make them take notice. And if their brand, if their position is harmed in any way, that's going to affect them. They only care about finances, guys. This won't affect, they don't give a shit about fan protesting at a stadium they're not even at in a different country they're not even in. They don't care about that. But what they do care about is the ramifications that these sorts of incidences could have. It damages your brand, it could damage your sponsorship deals, it could damage your club in terms of your position. Who knows what could be given as a punishment by the FA or you know, for an incident like this, and the cost that it could have with the police and all that sort of stuff. There's extra things that this entails, right? So so if their position is damaged in terms of, oh, this is not such a good financial investment anymore, because for a start, everyone fucking hates us. Secondly, we're not actually making as much money as we used to be making. You know, it's just a hostile environment. If fans didn't buy merchandise, I mean, the funny thing is, guys, some of the same fans protesting, and I'm sure it's not a lot of them, but I'm sure some of the same fans protesting outside the stadium are the same ones that have bought the Cavani number 7 bloody shirt, you know, this season. So you have to talk, you have to hit them where it hurts. And where it hits them where it hurts is in their pocket. These guys are financial businessmen. They don't give a shit about football. They don't give a shit about protesting at a stadium they're not at. They care about the finances, my friends. So if you hit them where it hurts, if there's implications because of this financially, if there's a big protest in terms of people just boycotting United, watching them, paying for the MUFC app, paying for the MUTV, going to games, you know, watching your subscriptions and buying the merch and all that sort of stuff, then they are going to feel that in the back pocket, my friends. And the good thing about Manchester United is it's such a huge club with such a huge fan base. As soon as these parasites are out, the club goes back to being the best well-supported club in the world instantly overnight. That's what's so fucking good about the fan base in this situation, is once they are out of this club, and once we do have this club out, it's immediately the best supported club in the fucking world. It's just that for now, as fans, we have to say no. We can't take this anymore. We have to hit them where it hurts in the pocket. Don't buy their shite. And also protest. This is it. Get them out. Make it noisy. They won't like it. They don't like it up them. They won't like it up them if you keep putting it up them. You know what I mean? Anyway, that sounded messed up. That sounded real messed up. Hey there, Mad Animal Mikey. Thank you for the £2 super chat. He says, nothing ever changed without will of the people. Yes, Mad Animal Mikey. That is exactly what I'm talking about, sir. Gungshi with a super chat as well. Let's get the hashtag Glazers out running throughout the live chat, my friends. Hashtag Glazers out. Spot on, Gungshi, you know. I know there's a lot of people that are pissed off about this. You know, the fact that maybe there's been a bit of damage done. That's obviously, you can't condone that. If anybody's been injured, that's not good at all. I've heard that maybe some police have been put in harm or some staff have been put in harm with projectiles and these sorts of things. We don't know. Some rumours and reports at the moment coming out. There'll be more that comes out. But if that's the case, that's abhorrent and you can't really, you know, you can't stand for that. But I'm just saying the fans have a right to protest. We all want to watch our football club play Liverpool in a big Sunday fucking game, don't we? Of course we all do. But at the same time, we don't want to put up with the owners misleading this club and sucking the lifeblood money out of this club for their own personal gain. This should be owned by somebody who, if they're not going to be a true super-duper football fan or a Man United fan, at least they have the best interest of the fans at heart and they understand it and they're actually investing into it. They're not sucking stuff out of it. That's the biggest problem that us United fans have with our ownership is they're not positive chairmen. They're not positive owners. They don't do what Roman Abramovich or what City's owners do, which is invest in the club. They take stuff out. Yes, thank you for all the Glazers out there. Leonardo Di Stefano, Reggie PS4 Gamer says, we understand. Yeah, Shamir Qureshi says, Glazers out. Zayn Miyasi with a $4.99 super chat. Thank you very much, lad. He says, at least Ober scored. Oh, sorry, warming up for the final. Did I already read that one? I did. Sorry, we're miles away. We're miles away. Oh, it's Ruddy Can't Game with a super chat. Ruddy Can't Game says, fans won, Glazers nil. Exactly. Thank you, Ruddy. Oh, sorry, it's not Ruddy. It's TalkMU. TalkMU, I apologise, mate. TalkMU, thank you so much. Yes, exactly, this is it. Like, okay, let's just have a little vote in the live chat. We've got 250 of you legends in here. Hit the like, hit the subscribe if you're new and all that. But let's have a vote right now, guys. So, do you think that this was a legit good protest from Manchester United fans today? Smash a 1 in the live chat if you think this is good and just. Smash a 2 if you actually disagree with this in any way, because I know there are some people that do. So smash a 1 if you agree with this. Smash a 2 if you disagree with this. Me, myself, and I do agree with it largely. No, I don't agree with anybody getting injured or any, anything like that, or any damage being done. But what I do agree with is Manchester United fans' right to protest, and the fact that this has been building up for years and years and years. This European Super League stuff was just the final straw, and they have deservedly felt the wrath of the fans. Yes, a lot of ones coming in here. Yeah, a lot of ones coming in here. Eddie says 1 apart from vandals. That's right. I mean, if there's people that are vandals, saying that again, like, in terms of what vandalization are we talking about here? Are we talking about spraying glazes out on the wall? I mean, that's kind of that's kind of badass. No, I'm kidding. Come on, power to the people. Anyway, Mad Animal Mikey, he says Gary Neville put Souness in his place. He put a rival flag in the middle of a pitch in Turkey as a player, and now he says fans shouldn't protest. Exactly, he did do that. What a lunatic. Hey, fair play to him. He's got some bollocks on him, old Souness, for doing that. Right, guys, I want to give you the latest. So, the statements that have come out. So, of course, we heard about this about 17, 18 minutes ago. It was confirmed that Manchester United versus Liverpool was postponed. We've got a club statement here from Manchester United, and this is what it reads. Following discussion between the police, the Premier League, Trafford Council, and the clubs, our match against Liverpool has been postponed due to safety and security considerations around the protest today. Discussions will now take place with Premier League on a revised date for the fixture. So we don't know about a revised date yet. Could be tomorrow night, but could be, weeks from now. Who actually knows? I mean, we've got a busy schedule. It's not a good thing to happen, really, for our season and the end of the season, like winning the Europa League, all these sorts of things. But again, there's a bigger picture at hand here. We shouldn't even be in the fucking Mickey Mouse second-rate Europa League. Let's be honest now. We should be in the Champions League, and the only reason we're really not is because of the ownership of our fucking club. Anyway, it goes on to read, our fans are passionate about Manchester United, and we completely acknowledge the right to free expression and peaceful protest. However, we regret the disruption to the team and the actions which put other fans, staff, and the police in danger. We thank the police for their support and will assist them in any subsequent investigations. So basically, it does sound like maybe there has perhaps been some people maybe harmed or possibly potentially harmed, which, I can't agree with anything being thrown or projectiles at police or at staff. Certainly not, no. This is ridiculous if this has happened. We don't know the full extent right now. But everything else now, the passionate right to protest from the fans, absolutely is it's our right. Everybody pretty much agrees with this. Roy Keane's come out. Thank you, Matty Rushmano, for sending me all the quotes for out. If you hear anything else, by the way, Matty Rushmano for out, please do send it through to me if there's any more updates on the incident. But Roy Keane said, I think Manchester United fans have had enough. They're doing it because they love the club. It's a huge statement. He said that on Sky Sports earlier, and that's exactly what is the case, my friends. It's not out of any, non-support for what we're doing this season. I think everybody, most people, apart from these bloody Ollie Outmelts, whoever these fucking Ollie Outmelts are, they all seem to have disappeared off into the woodwork until the next game when we go 1-0 down at the start of the first 20 minutes. I think everybody's pretty happy with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and the team and the players and the vibe and the unity and how we're sort of progressing under Solskjaer this season and going forward. I think everybody's overly happy with that, considering especially the owners that we've got and the shacking nature of their ownership that they have. So, everyone's behind Ollie, everyone's behind the players. They're just not behind the ownership and the Glazers and how this is done. So, this is exactly right. Roy Keane says they're doing it because they love the club. Roy Keane said, when I played for the club, we were never daft enough to think that Manchester United was not a brand, but football was the main priority. Gary Neville said, we understand the fact that the fans are angry. It was expected all week. You can't condone fans storming a stadium, but the fans we saw were hardly storming. So it's not like Gary Neville suggested it's not like they've, it's any sort of real severe, violent protest or anything of the sort. It's basically a sit-in. It was a sit-in until they were peacefully moved by the police, or largely peacefully moved, I would say. And it's effectively a sit-in in Old Trafford. Sorry, we're parking our asses here. We're not going to let you fucking play this as a protest. And, you know, I say fucking fair play. Power to the people! Because these bastards need to get out of our club, guys. They don't deserve to be owners of this great football club. It should be given back to the fans. I hope the government puts something into place with this whole 51 rule and everything like that, but that'll probably take years. Hopefully we'll get them out of the club sooner rather than later. That fucking human potato bag, Edward Woodward's leaving at the end of the year finally. Well, let's hope he's staying long enough to oversee the sale of this club. And until that moment comes, I believe we should continue with this protest, continue with this, and really hit them where it hurts. I mean, yes, it's going to hurt our club in the short term if there's sanctions, if we get points deductions, if we get financial ban, whatever. It's going to hurt our club in the short term. But like I said, the moment these parasites are out, this club goes back to being the best supported club in the world. Someone attacked police, says Froven over that. Well, this is the thing. There's always going to be some idiots out there. You know, there's always going to be some violent idiots who just have that mob mentality and just use it as an excuse to, you know, cause damage or loot or be violent. You're always going to have that element in society. So that is not the overall overriding consensus of the views of or the actions of these people that in these protests. No, 99.99% of the people there, they're all peaceful. They're just having their say and representing their club and the fan base. Gungshi says that's what a protest is. The point needs to be made to the Glazers. Scummers, yeah, that's it. We're protesting. We're saying, no, we're not going to let this continue as normal. If we just let them continue as normal and continue to play on as normal, let it go on. They're sitting away over in America. They don't care. They're just still raking in the money. And you know what's really sad about the situation is, look, they're still in charge, they're still in power. They can lead this club into any which way that they want while they're still here. Now, it might not be a European Super League, but how about using this club as an asset to generate money elsewhere? They've done that loads and loads of times commercially, whoring us out all over the place. Who knows what deals they're going to get into just before they, they're dodgy bastards, my friends. They only care about the money, and I think that's evident because if they did care about the money, they would have actually given Ollie some money to spend in the January transfer window when we were top of the league. They'd have given him money to spend in the summer, not just signing randomers who we didn't really necessarily need. Good signings in the summer, though, added depth to our squad, which I think has helped the first league. But overall, it's like it wasn't a great summer. So there's no ambition from our owners and no ambition from the club. And that's because of the owners. The fans won't back down, says Red Devil 9387. Yes, that's what I'm talking about, my friend. We shall not be moved. Yes, sell up the Glazers, absolutely. Yes, Pig, how you doing, Primot? Everyone who's in here, thanks for getting in. I'm just going to give a few shout outs. Stefan, Bat-Taz says fantastic scenes today. Dave, Whitford, Brandon, Primot. Yes, that's right, and he's a Liverpool fan, and he's saying fantastic scenes today. That's it. I think this is a moment, this whole European Super League debacle has united fans around the globe, or certainly in England. We've never felt much solidarity with the Scousers, but certainly during that European Super League business, we all had the same goal in mind, which is let's not ruin football. And I think their owners, to a lesser extent, way lesser extent to be fair, still will feel the wrath from the Liverpool fans to a degree. But they're not like the Glazers. I mean, if I was a Liverpool fan, maybe you could forgive them for that, being taken into it, led into it. But Joel Glazer's actually on the fucking board of the European Super League and all this business. Also, you have to say Liverpool's ownership the last few years, they've basically done what they needed to do to get to where they, to challenge him, whereas our club hasn't done that. That's the difference. So even so, I wouldn't expect Liverpool fans to be as pissed off with their owners after the European Super League bids. In fact, this isn't even to do with the European Super League guys anymore. Yes, that happened, and that's what ultimately made this boil over. But the reason we have continued with this and not just quietened down once the European Super League was binned is because the problem has been going since they've owned the club of them misguiding us and taking us into the wrong directions. And also just using this club to make money. That's all they're really doing. And finally, the fans have just had enough. So I'm glad they did that proposal for the European Super League and took us in that direction shortly, because that's ultimately led to the fans just saying no more. You aren't just going to be money grabbing leeches and own this great football club. The fans want it back. And that is what I have to applaud the fan base for, my friends. Come on, United! This is the best, greatest club in all the world, my friends. Don't forget. And it's because of the fans. This club was fucking founded by fucking railway workers. It wasn't founded by fat cat rich big wig fucking American yank twats. No disrespect to any Americans. I love Americans. I'm just saying those particular Americans are twats. Anyway. The war have started. We want the Glazers to piss off. Viva la revolucione, says Jarvis Cocker. Thank you very much. The game is postponed. That's right, Sam gave it is. Yep. Hey, Rushmano says we got 178 likes. Thank you, everyone. Please do smash that thumbs up on the video if you have not done so. Let's see if we can smash 200 likes on it. Give it a share out there, my friends, and get those hashtag Glazers out there when you share it as well. And get the hashtag LUHD, Love United, Hate Glazers, hashtag Ollie in, hashtag MUFC, hashtag GGMU, hashtag Fuck the Glazers Parasites. Thank you, Eddie O2. Thank you. He says, smash a like for the passion, guys. Thank you very much. Gung, she says, you tell them, pig. Power to the people, my friend. Exactly. We can't just bend over and take it from these guys anymore. They've shafted us for years. Fergie saw the writing on the wall. Maybe if there was a bigger, better setup there, he might have stayed on a bit longer. But I think he had such a legacy and a respect for what his body of work and the career and also United that he knew maybe the tides were turning a little bit there. I'm sorry to say, but Chelsea with their owner and City with their owner and the ascendancy of those teams because of their spending power and the fact that he probably was being hindered and held back. I mean, he actually was allowed to sign certain amounts of players, but I think after that, it wouldn't have been the case as much. So, I don't know. They still have spent quite a lot of money over the years, let's be honest. Fergie got out at the right time, though, is what I'm saying, because those Glazers would have hindered even him because... They've ran the club terribly. Ed Woodward and co. They're terrible. Why was the match postponed? Says Zach Horton. So just to let everybody know who's just getting in. So there's a fan protest, my friends. The fans have spoken, and we've said no. Well, not me. I wasn't there. I didn't get up until 4 p.m. This was news to me when I woke up. But either way, no, I knew this was obviously taking place, but I didn't know people were going to be getting into the stadium and that kind of stuff. But the fans have spoken, man. What it is, the fans of protest, they've got into the stadium. They can't really continue with the game for several reasons. So the main crux of it, my friends, is obviously with the COVID precautions and everything that's in place. They have to sort of clean everything. Everything needs to be cleaned. They had to check the pitch. Also, I think the players legally, or they sort of pretty much have to be in the stadium ready to go before the game around about 90 minutes before. And so just logistically as it went on, because of these cleaning procedures in place now, they've had to obviously postpone it. So that's basically the main part of it. And because there's also a possibility, health and safety. I mean, you don't know what's gone on, to be fair. They have to do a whole sweep of the stadium, make sure everything's safe. You don't know, somebody could have left the device somewhere, or somebody could have just planted a COVID capsule. I'm not what the fuck. I'm just saying, there's obviously health and safety implications. They've got to make sure it's 100% safe, especially at this moment in time before the game could take place. So that's pretty much what's happened here. It has been cancelled. It has been postponed. It will take place at a later date. We'll bring you more as it happens in terms of the statement, but the club has released a statement, as I say, which does say, that basically, following the discussion between the police, the Premier League Traffic Council, the clubs, our match against Liverpool has been postponed due to the safety and security considerations around the protest today. Discussions will now take place with the Premier League on a revised date for a fixture. So this probably won't happen anytime soon. I very much doubt it that they'll say, oh yeah, it's going to be Monday Night Football and it'll take place tomorrow. Now that could actually be played then. We don't have another game until Thursday, right? So it could be played then. But I doubt it would be. We'll see. When do you guys think it will be played? Get in the live chat. Do you think it will be played in a day or a week or a bloody month or never? Let me know. Is the stream buffering, is it? Oh, that's not good. I don't know, really. I don't know. Hopefully it's okay. Maybe it's just your Poundland internet. Smash a 1 if it's buffering for you. Smash a 2 if it's absolutely fine and dandy. Let me know, guys. I need some feedback. Yeah, Joshua Gucci says, what day has the game been moved? No official confirmation just yet. Thanks for hitting the like, guys. We just hit 200 likes. Nice one, everyone. If it's your first time here, hit that subscribe button, guys. We're on the way to 40,000 subscribers. We'll give you all the latest Manchester United news on this channel all the time. No bullshit, no clickbait guff. Just actual facts. So get involved with the channel if you're enjoying it, my friends, if you're new. So yeah, that's it. I think it's just everyone's had enough, guys. We've all had enough. And it's beautiful. Hey, Kyle Fury, great to see you, my friend. How you doing? Get your thoughts and opinions into the live chat now, my friends. I'm going to just cover your reaction, see what you guys think about it. I am behind it. I'm not behind anybody being hurt or any projectiles being thrown or police being attacked or anything like that. What I am behind is protesting against the tyrannical dictatorship, which is the Glazers at our club. We need to take this club back as fans, and doing things like this is only going to help that. Thank you, Tommy Kid 89 says, Pig, you're a legend, mate. Thank you so much. Disco Dave, yes, he says, as much as I wanted this game, I fully backed the fans and this needed to be done, except the fools causing trouble. Exactly, yes. Exactly, yeah, that's true. You know, you can't condone that. But look, this needed to happen. I think this is a great statement from the fan base, and I'm very happy that it's happened in a way, because I do think it will make them take note. I do think they don't want this to continue, especially if there's sanctions and penalties that are put in place, which we don't want as a club. But in the short term, maybe that's the best thing for this football club, is just take a couple of steps back, sadly, and then move forward after they've gone. Oh, thank you, Rushmano. He sent me a Roy Keane update. I appreciate you, my man. Get in there. So Roy Keane has said a couple of extra quotes here, my friends. Got a couple of extra quotes from Roy Keane. He says, it's not just as a result of what's happened the last 2 weeks with the Super League. It's been building a number of years. Has he been watching me? They've come to the end and feel enough is enough. It's a huge statement for the game to be called off. It's just so true, though, and obvious. Yes, nothing to do with it. The Super League was just a boiling point. That's all it was. This has been building for years and years and years. He also went on to say this will go out all over the world, and hopefully the owners of Manchester United will sit up and take note. These fans are deadly serious, and this is just the start of it from United fans, I can guarantee you. Yes, that's right, exactly. Come on, United fans. Come on, everybody. Keep that passion going. Keep that flag flying high. And when I say the flag flying high, I mean that green and gold flag flying high. That Glazers out flag. Hey there, Carrymore18. Carrymore18, thank you so much for the 350 ZAR super chat there, man. Get in there. He says, Glazers have green light a lot of transfers for us. Berbatov, Schweini, Ibra, Di Maria, etc. But what they have taken out is my issue. What they've taken out is this issue. Would have preferred game to go on, but if this is the cost for our voices being heard, I'm more than happy. I'm more happy than sad. Hey, Carrymore18, great comment. Yeah, you know, it's a shame. I wanted to watch United smash up the Liverpool Scummers today. I'm sure you guys did too. It wasn't to be, because there's a protest and because this is a thing that needs to be heard. The fans needed to make their voice heard, and it's going to continue, and I think it rightfully should continue. And the sooner that they get out the club, the better. The sooner they take note, like you say. Look, they have spent a lot of money. Like you say, they have spent a lot of money on transfers. Think about how much they were paying Alexis Sanchez. They gave Jose who he wanted. We spent 80 million on Pogba, 75 million on Lukaku. You know, we spent a lot of money. Di Maria was a huge amount of money, as you say. Huge amounts of money. But also, it's about the other aspects of the club that they've mismanaged. It's, well, how about all the facilities? How about the infrastructure? You know, that's also an issue. They haven't improved those parts of the club overall at all since they've been here. And it's not just that either. It's about the management, who they got in charge, how they're spending that money. Woodward's not spent the money well in general over the years. I think Ollie's come in and they've changed their sort of transfer policy slightly, and they're doing better. But that's because they're spending less money, they're taking less risk. But when they have taken the risk and spent the money, largely, it's not really been spent very well. So yeah, they spent some money, but it's been misspent, largely. They've still had some great signings over the years, yeah, of course. But they've largely misspent it. Like, we have spent the money comparable to the likes of City over the last 10 years or 7 years or whatever. Realistically, we spent a lot of money, but we just haven't spent it as well. But yeah, I hate the Glazers. I mean, I don't care if they spend money on the players. It's the overall package here. Yes, they've spent money on players, but everywhere else in the club is neglected. That's the problem. They just use it as a commercial entity to gain them financial finances, basically. Voice your opinions, lads and lasses, but don't get personal, says Primar. Absolutely, yes. Someone said Arsenal is for sale, says Inner United. Well, I don't think Kroenke wants to sell. But actually, I heard the guy who invented or co-founded Spotify, you know, this is legit, is actually really interested in Arsenal. He's an Arsenal fan. Now, if I was an Arsenal fan, that's exactly who I would want owning my club, to be fair. Somebody who's actually a fan of the club. Now, I think he's from Sweden or something, but it doesn't matter. He's a fan of Arsenal. He said it himself. That's the club that's the club he grew up watching. So if he's a fan of the club and he's minted, that's exactly who you want as your owner. You can't get any better than that, really. That's even better than, like, you know, Roman Abramovich is a fan of Chelsea because he bought Chelsea. He wasn't a fan of Chelsea before buying Chelsea, I don't think. I think he just wanted to buy a big football club in England. Whereas this guy sounds like he actually is a fan of Arsenal, and if he was their chairman, then that's who you want in the club, because they're going to do what's generally in the best interests of actually improving the club for the benefit of the football, not just the benefit of making money. Cronky in, Arteta in, says Illa United. Berber says the Glazers haven't spent anything on players. It's our money they take out, not put in. Yeah, that's exactly. They're taking money. That's the problem. They're taking money out. I mean, if you actually look what they've put in, so they bought the club with 800 million debt. I think we're still 500 million in debt now, which is pretty piss poor considering they've owned it for what is it now? Is it nine years or 10 years or something? 11 years? They've owned it, that's pretty piss poor for a club that makes hundreds of millions every single year. They're clearly not servicing that debt well. They're just servicing it at a minimum and siphoning a lot out of it. They obviously floated us on the stock exchange, made the company made it public essentially, so that generated a lot of income. Where's that money gone? Is that money been invested into stadiums and facilities and things like that? I mean, no, it hasn't. It's a load of shite. G-Wolf United, thank you so much for the £2 super chat. G-Wolf United, he says these fans could cost us top 4 if we get minus points. G-Wolf United, mate, you're missing the bigger picture here, dude. We've had 7 years of shite positions in the league, dude. Really, like, I'm sorry to say, but look, listen, we're in second now. That's not winning the league, but we're second. We're comfortable for Champions League next year. We're in the Europa League final nearly. That's also a possibility for getting Champions League football as well. But you know what, G-Wolf? If it meant that we got the Glazers out and we got banned from the Champions League and banned from taking out the top 4, I would take that, G-Wolf. If it got them out of the club, that's what this is ultimately what we're trying to. I guess the protest is for, is to disrupt. It's to just say no. And yes, G-Wolf, I know what you're saying right now. We love the players. Look, we don't want this season to be for nothing. I feel bad for Ollie. I feel bad for the players. Listen, this their season they're fighting for. How do they feel right now? Their hotel's being surrounded by fans protest. I mean, to be a Man United player right now is pretty fucking tumultuous. We want Cavani to sign a new contract. Is he going to sign a new contract when he's getting fucking hounded by the press all the time? Or not the press, sorry, I'm not saying they're getting hounded, but you know what I'm saying? Like, there's turmoil at the club right now. It's not a nice situation, and it's not going to get better until they're out, G-Wolf. That's the problem. We don't want us to get a points deduction. We don't want us to not play games. But until they're gone, this club is being hurt all the time by their ownership, G-Wolf. That's the big problem. So in the short term, yes, this is bad, G-Wolf. But in the long term, this could be very, very good, even if we did get minus points. That could be a good indicator to the Glazers. Look, hey, look, guess what? If the fans surround the stadium every single fucking week, you're going to get minus points, you're going to get relegated to the Championship. And there's nothing we can do about it. You might as well sell the club, because your asset now is basically crumbling. Your asset is diminishing by the day. Not only because the fan base are putting less and less and less money into it because they're refusing to support this shit show with merchandise and all that kind of stuff, but also it's diminishing because overall the brand is just not going to be worth as much if it's dwindling. Now, I don't want the club to go into the Championship, guys. Of course I don't. But, come on. I would take that. I'd rather we went down to the Championship, got rid of the fucking Glazers, instantly got the best support and best fan base back in the world after they fucking gone, had 51% ownership of the club, had Elon Musk as our fucking CEO, flying in on a fucking rocket ship, coming in just before the start of the games with a big foam fucking finger that says MUFC on it. I would much rather go down and out for a season or 2 and come back, because this is the greatest club in the world, and we would get back to the top there because of the size of the club and the fans. They are literally hindering and holding us back, though, guys. That's the problem. Do you want us to win the league? Do you want us to win the league? They don't. You know why? They would have given Ollie some bloody money to spend in January if they wanted us to win the league. We were top of the fucking league. That's the time to invest in a man. That's the time to invest and say, yeah, do you know what? He's doing a good job. Hey, let's consolidate. Let's try and actually win the league. But no, not the fucking Glazers. Hey, Heiko Firestorm Tiger, thank you very, very much for the membership of the channel, dude. He's become a member of the channel. Thank you very much, Heiko. He's welcome to the Baker Brigade. Get your favourite channel member emojis in there. Yes, Blake Mellowish says 50+1. Yes, absolutely. Sorry, yeah, that's what I meant. Jarvis says, getting the match postponed was the best thing the Man United fans could have done. This is the biggest game in English football. This has gone worldwide. We don't end until they're gone. Hashtag Glazers out. What a great comment there. I totally agree with you. Hashtag Glazers out, man. This is unacceptable, the way that they've gone about whoring this club out and just generating cash for their own purposes. It's enough. It's enough. Thank you, Tommy Kidd. He says, who wants the pig to take over? Now, I'll tell you what, if I won the Euro billions tomorrow and could buy the club, I know for a fact I would oversee it much better than these fucking parasites. Because I am a fan of the club. I love the club, and they don't. They're not fans of the club. They're fans of the fucking Fuccaneers or whoever, giving them, Tom Brady or whoever. They don't care about giving us Cristiano Ronaldo, Erling Haaland, Jadon Sancho. United's that sort of club. United in this window, this summer transfer window, if we had any bollocks about us, think about United under Fergie. You'd always be going to sign, who's coming in this summer? It's Dimitar Berbatov, he's fucking mint 32.5 million. Who's coming this summer? It's Rio Ferdinand, fucking best centre-back for the next generation. Nice. Who's coming this? Who's coming in this? Oh, it's Wayne Rooney, the next fucking generation's fucking absolute bloody white Pele. There's we've got so many fucking great players and signings over the years because we just had the power to do it in the window. We don't have the power to spend in the window because they're holding us back now. It's a disgrace. Anyway, Bruce McIntosh says, Glazers owners, they're a disgrace. Yes, you and 97. Keep getting those green and gold shields in there, my friends. Get that green and gold in there, man. Green and gold. G-Wolf United says, why can't fans be respectful to the property of the stadium and still protest? That's my problem with the fans today. They were disrespectful to everything that United is, but I'm still hashtag Glazers out. Hey, look, I don't condone anybody damaging anything at Old Trafford. Look, I get that. I understand why you're a frosty about that one, G-Wolf. I'm not condoning that, especially if anybody's been injured in any way. If there's been any violent yobs or anybody who's thrown anything at police or anything like that, then they're idiots, aren't they? We can all agree on that. If you don't agree on that, if you think that that's justified, then you're probably an idiot yourself. We can all agree that they're idiots, anybody who's been violent today. But 99.9% of fans are not. In fact, they're probably not even really true fans. They're just using it as an excuse to have a bit of a Barney because they're bored and frustrated with society right now, in general. So I don't even necessarily think they're a representation of the fan base, those people. Rush Mano with a £5 super chat here says, Glazers PR spin in overtime, even while the protests going on about Cavani renewing. How long will they go? Exactly, yeah, this is it. This is why I sort of, was a little bit reluctant to jump on the Cavani stuff. Everybody's reporting about Cavani, but it's a bit of a media spin in my opinion. And also, look, there's so much turmoil at the club. If I was Cavani, yeah, okay, the football's good and everything. We haven't even been playing in front of fans, but they'd absolutely bloody love him. I'm sure about that. But the thing is, there's so much turmoil. He might be homesick. There's a pandemic on. It's like, is he going to sign a new contract? I hope he does, and I hope we really do that. And from the Glazers' point of view, that's exactly who they want you to see. They want you to want Cavani. You know why? We want Cavani because he's fucking great, don't get me wrong. But they want you to want Cavani, you know why? Because if we sign Cavani for 2 more seasons, they've just got to give him a small signing-on bonus and some similar wages to what he's on. And jobs are good, and guess what? They don't have to go out there and spend the 100 million on Haaland or Kane. So that's exactly what they want. They don't want to spend the money. They want you to want Cavani, guys. They want you to want Cavani, and I want Cavani too. But I also want somebody else. If we had the ambition of some of the other clubs around, we would go and get a Haaland. Rushmano, thank you so much for that. Yeah, bit of a PR spin from the Glazers, I think, and of course signing Eric Bailly up the other day as well. Yeah. There we could all smell it a mile off, can't we? The Glazers trying to paper over some of this media shite by announcing all these all positive. Yeah, nice. How about you go and sign some quality freaking players then to improve overall positions on the side, because we've still got a fucking human slab and a Swedish meatball vendor at centre back. Thank you very much for that one, Rushmano. Jonathan Lemon Wrestling Show getting those green and gold in there. Verinda Chorley as well. Danny Atkins, thank you guys for all the green and gold emojis. That's awesome. Hey, Gungshi, thank you so much for the super chat here. Lots of super chats coming in. Lots of passion here, guys. This is a passionate fan base, This is it. And finally, we've spoken up and just said no. We all wanted a game of football today, but it wasn't to be. Bigger things at stake, my friends. Sometimes you've got to go backwards to go forwards in life. Gungshi with a 670 NT super chat says, if it were possible, I would like to see a group of fans and ex-players with the right priorities run our club. Yeah, definitely. So This is basically the dream, isn't it? Like, if we could perhaps find some sort of investment group that had, for instance, the likes of Gary Neville and all these guys in there, I'm sure that would be a better placed set of people to be in charge of the future of this great football club. And we can clearly know that by their reactions of the Super League and everything than what we've currently got. So I fully agree with you, Gungshi. I think that's the ultimate goal for this club is to be fan-owned in some way, whether it's completely fan-owned or partially. That's the way that this great club needs to go. That's the direction this great club needs to go. And if I was an owner or a potential buyer, that is what I would do. I would come into the club, because investing in United is still going to be a great thing, especially if you have any sort of interest in football United whatsoever. Like, if you're a fan of United and you're a billionaire, then I would buy the club and I would say, I'm going to sell this amount back to the fans. We're going to set up this fan trust, this fan committee, this fan, I'm going to sell it back to the fans and I'm just going to have 49% and be a fucking rich fat cat super billionaire fan of Man United. But that's the dream. Nobody's realistically going to do that, but because that's not how life works, unfortunately. Nobody wants 49%. They all want 51% of a venture. Otherwise, people want control and they want to be able to make shitloads of money. But that's why we need a true fan, which is hard to come by, my friends. Basically, guys, how many have we got on here? 39,000 subscribers. Basically, if you all just donate, let's say, what is it, like 100? You work it out. If we get a GoFundMe going, we'll just buy the club. We'll just raise, put 100 quid in or something. How much do that? Nowhere near. Mad Animal Micah with a £5 super chat. He says Glazers have stolen $2 billion and people upset over fans taking a few plastic corner flags. If they put money into the stadium, security should have been better. Oh, definitely. I'll tell you what I will say is, great shout, by the way, Mad Animal Micah. You're so right. And I said that earlier. If they'd have actually put a fucking, a new decent security in place, this wouldn't have happened. So it's about them not spending yet again. Hey, 250 likes on the stream nearly, guys. Thanks for everyone who's hit the like. Subscribe if you're new to the channel as well. But I was going to say here, Glade, yeah. So, yeah, that's it. It's a disgrace, isn't it? A few plastic corner flags if they put the... Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to say. I think it was funny how the opportunists who took the football in with them, fucking legends. I would have definitely done that. Fucking definitely taken a footy in with you and have a kick about on Old Trafford while you're doing the protest. Fuck yeah. Fair play to them. I'd have smashed one top bins, definitely. Definitely, my son. And celebrated at the Stretford end. Fuck yeah. Ewan 97 with a €5 super chat. He says, imagine a world where instead of the class of 92 taking over Salford, they bought United and brought back passion into our club's hierarchy. Yeah, that's exactly it. Could they even be the owners of Manchester United if they're the owners of Salford City, though, because it's just a conflict of interest? Don't even know if that would be allowed. I guess it would, wouldn't it? I don't know. But even so, that's the sort of thing you want to look at. Either have ex-players, ex-coaches. I mean, if you got together a big consortium, that's the word we need to use here, a consortium of people, perhaps people like Sir Alex Ferguson, people like Roy Keane, Gary Neville, Peter Schmeichel, David Beckham. Some of these are super duper rich, but they've also got power in terms of raising investments in capital. When David Beckham set up that franchise in the MLS, he's got a lot of investment behind it. It's not just all his money. He's got a lot of investment behind it because it's a great venture and a great prospect. He's got a big name. Well, those sorts of people have a lot of power. It's not just what they can put in a pot. It's about what they can also raise and where they can get capital from and get investments from. So that is definitely something that those sorts of people would bring to the table. So I think it could happen. I think you could get a consortium of ex-Manchester United legends in general and maybe some super fans. Rich fans. Lots of fans of Manchester United are super rich. Think about it. There's so many different musicians or actors who are huge Manchester United fans. I'm sure a lot of people would be interested in taking the club back off of the Glazers if it didn't mean a huge financial risk either. That's it. It's got to make a lot of sense for a lot of investors and things like that. The Cake Cadet with thank you for your super chat there, my friend. The Cake Cadet with a £2 super chat says, we decide when you play. Hashtag Glazers out. Get in there, the Cake Cadet, yes. We decide when you play. I like it. Yeah, it's the fans, mate. The fans. Kyle Fury says the fans should continue protesting the games at Old Trafford. I agree with you. Rushmano says, game update, Pig. Here we go, Rushmano. Thank you very much. We've got an update, folks. Let's have a look. So, here it is. Manchester United are deciding whether to stay at the Lowry or send players home for the night. because obviously the fans were surrounding that as well. I think everyone was pushed back out of Old Trafford, and I don't think the whole team's surrounded now. Staff concerned about not keeping the group together. Alternative playing venue is also being discussed. Oh, fucking pesky Glazers, mate. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, oh, let's just play at a neutral venue where there's better. Where's got the best security? Let's play at a fucking neutral venue. You fucking scum. You know what I mean? I bet that happens. I bet they go and play at fucking Villa Park or something. What a load of shit. Anyway, both clubs feel tomorrow is unlikely, but will prepare for every eventuality. This is coming from Stan Collymore here, by the way. So, yeah. Little bit of an update there, fair enough. Thank you very much for that, Rush Money, you absolute bloody legend. We'll see what comes around in terms of where the potential match could be played. Thank you very much, the Cake Cadet, for another super chat. He says, Gary Neville is a red. He hates the Glazers. Yeah, big time. He is a true red, isn't he? Becky, how you doing? She says, G-Wolf, I'm not good ankle pain. Oh, sorry to hear that, Becky. I hope you feel better soon. Let's get some laugh hearts in there for Becky. I hope that comes around very soon, yeah. Ben Mayer says, Pig, this sucks. I waited all week for this game. It's a shit show, Ben Mayer, but that's how it is, my friend, and it's a shit show because of the shit show ownership and leadership of the club. Make no mistake, this would not have happened if everything was fine and dandy. This is not just because of the European Super League. No, you're not seeing this level of disdain generally around the footballing world. You are from other clubs. I mean, Chelsea had a big protest, rightfully so. That was during the Super League. But in terms of now, it's like they don't want Roman Abramovich out now. Roman Abramovich has given them everything that they've got at Chelsea. He's the reason they're Champions League winners. He's the reason they're Premier League winners multiple times. Is because of Roman Abramovich. No other reason. That's the only reason they're champions. Not because of their fans. Not because of their because of fucking Roman Abramovich fans. They don't want Roman Abramovich out. This is different. This is the final straw that's broke the camel's back for Manchester United fans. Gary Neville has been quoted as saying, this is a quote directly from Gary Neville, he says, we can make the story today about the disturbances, and I think that needs to be covered, but the story should be about the hashtag MUFC fans. They have had enough. It will be very difficult in the next few months. That's right. Do you know what's a great point from Gary Neville there? Let's not even talk about a few bloody idiots who've thrown a few bottles or ripped up a few chairs or done whatever they've done. Let's talk about the overall 99.99% of the fans. So Gary Neville's spot on there. I don't even want to hear about a few idiots really that have done that. It's not the voice of the fans that have done that. It's the will of the fans just to stop the game and to tell them, no, we will not accept this shit anymore. Logan Pillay says, burn an effigy of Woodward and the Glazers. They'll have to work out the TV broadcast before a new kickoff time date. Yeah, so I can't imagine it's going to be like very, very soon or anything. Oh, slightly out of focus there, wasn't I? Kayam says, the biggest game in football postponed because of fans. Brilliant. I know, yeah, that's it, mate. We just said no. We just stuck our flag into the ground like Graham Souness and we fucking said, nah, mate, this is ours. Oh, circular guy, tell me about it. Me too. Becky Hope, yes. Oh, I know, yeah. Oh, sorry to hear that, Becky. Danny Atkins says United fans got into the dressing room, which is the red zone for COVID. Main reason for the game being postponed. Oh, really? Did they? Well, I mean, look, wherever they got to, certain it would have all had to have been clean. The goalposts and just everything. Everything would have had to have been sanitized and cleaned with the COVID protocols and stuff that's in place right now. Billy Sheeran says, Pig, I don't know what's worse, the game being off or conceding in the last minute of Foot Champions. Conceding in the last minute of Foot Champions, because this is actually a positive that the game is off in a way. Yeah, this is shit, guys. We want to watch United versus Liverpool. I get that. But this is actually a good thing for this club, for the future of this club. In the short term, it might not be great, but overall, it's a good thing. Thank you, Rush Marno. He says, subscribe to the channel. Yes, guys. We do Manchester United news every single day on this channel. We cover all the latest legit news that comes out, and we give you all our latest thoughts and reaction, and we have a community debate and everything. So if you're enjoying the channel, if you're enjoying the stream, firstly, hit the thumbs up on it. Also, give it a share around social media if you want. And also subscribe if you are new. Yes, we'll be back covering all the latest Manchester United news in regards to this and any other breaking news that comes. Pig, do you think the Glazers will cave in? I do, Casing. Yes, I do. I think this is the start of the revolution. Viva la revoluzione, baby! Oh, sorry about that. That sounded horrible. Viva la revolution. Yeah, that's better. That's more palatable to the old ear. You all just sounded like Vince. You all just had the old Vincent van Gogh treatment there after he cut his ear off there. I apologise for that noise. But anyway. Yes, I do think this is going to get the Glazers out. Maybe not overnight, but soon. Sooner rather than later. If this continues, if it's all about money to the Glazers, if their position's hurt, then yes, they will. Think about this. Let me just break it down for you real quick from a financial point of view. Think about this. They bought the club for 800 million debt. They're still 500 million in debt. They've taken a lot of money out of the club, 2 billion on the stock exchange, raised all this money, taken a lot out. Their asset is worth about £4 billion right now, I believe. I could be wrong. Maybe it's 3. Let's say it's 3, but I think let's say it's 4. £4 billion. I think that's really realistic for what Manchester United should be worth. You look at some of what the other football franchises around the world or different sports franchises have sold for. UFC sold for 4.2 billion a few years back. All these different, they've all got different valuations, but I think United at least 3 or 4 billion. Let me break it down for you real quick. So how much is their revenue every single season? They get 100 odd million from TV revenue right away. They get match day revenue when there's fans, millions every single week. There's TV deals, there's commercial deals, there's adverts, there's sponsors, there's training ground sponsors, there's training kit sponsors. They've got a lot of revenue streams, right? But the facts are the facts. If their asset, which is worth 4 billion, is making them, let's say, I don't know, 300 million a year, or after they've invested little back into the club, let's say 200 million a year. If that stops, or if that goes down a significant level, and their asset starts to maybe perhaps diminish in value from that £4 billion mark, or maybe it doesn't diminish, but the actual earnings of it just goes down, maybe it'd be best to sell that asset. I would liken it to a landlord who owns a £4 million house, and he's charging a shit ton of cash every month, 20,000 a month or whatever it is, to somebody to rent it. Nice. Okay, sweet. But suddenly the market's not there anymore. Suddenly nobody wants to rent your fucking house because they're protesting against renting fucking houses and landlords overhiking prices or something. So they just go, you know what? We're leaving at the end of the tenancy, and then nobody comes in and takes the tenancy. Well, now that person's, and nobody's going to because of some crazy market. I don't know. This is all hypothetical. Well, then he's going to want to sell it. He's going to want to sell it because suddenly the profitability of his asset, of his house, is gone from whatever it was, 20,000 a month, to fucking nothing. And I'm not saying the Glazers are going to go to nothing, because obviously they're still going to get all that ad money, all that rev money from the club, from the leagues, from the competitions, from the sponsors, all of that. But they're not going to get as much from the fans. And also, if the fans protest is hurting what's actually happening for other aspects of the team, like getting points deductions or having to pay extra money for security and policing, then all of a sudden their profitability goes right down. That's what you want. You want Manchester United's profitability to go down right now. Just now, not in the future, not forever, not once the Glazers are gone, no. But for now. And like I say, once they are gone, then the club is instantly the best support club overnight again in the world, because the fans will just instantly get behind the club again once they're out. But for now, you can't buy their crap anymore and stuff like that. So anyway, listen, it's £4 billion. It's not gonna. It's not as nice a proposition for them to be here anymore. The longer this goes on, the more likely they are to sell. So yes, I do think they'll sell. What do you guys think then? Let's have a vote in the live chat. Do you think that the Glazers are going to sell within? Let's just say within the next year. Let's just say within the next 12 months. Do you think the Glazers will sell Manchester United to somebody else? Yes or no? Yes or no? Lemonhead says yeah. G-Wall says, okay, I put this to you. If the fans did this at a Europa League final, do you think it's acceptable? G-Wolf United, I feel like you've completely missed the point, mate. I'm going to be honest now. I feel like you've completely missed the point. Yes, fuck yes, I think it would be appropriate a Europa League final, especially when there's no bloody fans in the games anyway. This is a statement, G-Wolf. Do you not understand that? It's the biggest game in the Premier League. It's Man United versus Liverpool, mate. This is bigger than a fucking Europa League final in some ways. Who gives a shit about the Mickey Mouse Cup? To be honest with you, that's like saying, well, just, the League Cup final. We give a shit if it's the League Cup final anyway. Okay, maybe Champions League final. Now you're making a case, but fucking anyway, it's not about the fact that it's not going to be played. It will probably be played later. It's the fact we've said fucking no. That's the point, G to the Wolf, my lad. I love you, G Wolf, but come on, the protest is fucking. It's brilliant. This is what we needed. We need to say no. We're not playing. We control when we play. We're the fans. We're not playing. You are owning our club and you're leading us down the fucking garden path to a horrible situation. So we're saying no. That's what it is, my friend. Buster Cherry agrees with you, though, G-Wolf. He says United fans were a disgrace. Totally disagree. Only a couple of them, or however many, you know. Look, like I've said, G-Wolf, I would happily be relegated if it meant getting the Glazers out. So, yes, if they did this at the Europa League final, I wouldn't give a shit. To be honest with you, I'd still praise it, G-Wolf, because this is a bigger problem. It's not going to go away. One Europa League trophy is not going to paper over anything. That doesn't help us for the future with them in charge, does it? I'd happily get fucking relegated, mate, if it meant they left and sold the club. Yes, I would. Disco Day with a €5 super chat. Thank you so much, buddy. He says, fair play to Carragher. Talk to the protesters and supported what they were doing. That shows fans and ex-players are together on this. Hashtag Glazers out. You know what about Jamie Carragher? Yes, he's a dirty Liverpool player, and he spat at that United fan and all that sort of stuff. And he's just a little bit of a, my name's Jamie Carragher, a bit of a fucking scally, mate. You know, but fair play to him. I stand with him on this one. Everything that he said on Sky Sports, everything he said recently about the Super League and the Glazers, I fully 100% agree with him. He understands football. He understands fans. You know, Jamie Carragher's from a super working class background, you know. He understands this sport. This sport is deep-seated in working class culture. This isn't an upper crust game. It might have turned into an upper crust game, or Roy Keane called it the prawn sandwich brigade and all that sort of business. It might have done, which is a shame. This should be, you know, it should be a working man's rough and ready sport, my friends, to be fair. And it shouldn't all just be about money. Like I say, the club was founded by railway workers. You don't get more working class than that, my friends. It's a fucking special club, and it needs to be respected and preserved and not changed and not corrupted. Rushmano, thank you for a £5 super chat here. He says, this is our best chance to get these owners out. We must take it. Otherwise, they will be here for years to come. Yes, spot on, Rushmano, yes. Sometimes you have to feel that little bit of pain before things are going to heal. You know, that's it. You've got to pull that Band-Aid off, mate. Pull that plaster off, quick. And once it's off, yeah, sure, it fucking stings. It stings and it hurts for a while. But then it heals, it gets better. And then before you know it, it's back, baby. It's better than ever. And that's how I liken it to, Rushmano. I liken to, we just need to pull a Band-Aid off, put a scab off, or whatever. Not a scab, that's what they are. They're a bunch of scabs, aren't they, the Glazers? Thank you, Rushy, for that one, dude. YYY789 says, hey guys, I'm out in the woods of Canada, can't get any streams. What's the latest? So the game's been postponed due to a fan protest and entering the stadium. Hey there, Max Tiger HD. And Vutinator, how are you today? Max Tiger says, yo, Piggy, how are you? Unfortunate the game got postponed, but it is what it is. Don't know where it has been rescheduled to. Also, can you sub to me? It would make my day, as you're amazing. Okay, Max Tiger, I will do afterwards, no problemo. I'll check your channel out. Shout out Max Tiger HD. Thanks, man. But it's not been rescheduled yet. As we know it, right now, they are in talks, of course, about talking about maybe even having it at a different venue to stop this possibility of happening again, which sounds like something the Glazers would definitely be looking to do. They might even do that, but we don't know a date or anything as of now. If it comes out during this, you know, in the next few minutes, I'll let you know. Yes, like a festering VD, says Primont. Yes, that's it. Isn't the Glazers, isn't that Spanish for venereal disease anyway? Oh, man. Circular Guy says, how rich do you want to be? Me personally or the club, you mean? I don't know. If you mean me personally, I mean, it's, you know, define rich. I mean, rich is about having health, if you ask me. Do you know what I mean? Do what you like to do. But yeah. Piss off, Glazers, says Canton R7. Great shout. How you doing, Canton R7? Yes, fuck the Glazers. Hey, we're only 20 likes away from 300 likes, guys. Keep smashing that thumbs up button. Let's see if we can hit 300. I'm going to wrap it up reasonably soon, but keep getting your thoughts, and I'll stick around for 5 minutes just to see a few more of your thoughts if I haven't read any of you. Oh yeah, I know, Nicky Kiddos, the green screen's making it look like I've got braces on, is it? Oh shit. Excuse me. I haven't actually got green teeth, guys. They're actually white. Like, it looks like, why are they being picked up? They must have a green tinge to it. Anyway, Primos says match tomorrow in Las Vegas. It wouldn't surprise me, yeah, with fucking armed police outside, mate. Yeah, now you're talking. That's about right. Oh, you just got back from Old Trafford. Mad day, says Canton R7. Nice. By the way, if anybody's got any footage and these types of things of the protests, or if anybody was at the protest and is a viewer of this channel and might be interested in possibly doing some sort of a live stream from there, or getting on a live call next time there is a protest, I would like to cover it a little bit more in depth next time if there is going to be one. So if anybody is at Old Trafford, like yourself, Canton R7, or anybody who has been there who might want to just link up with me, you don't even have to say anything. I just mean you literally just feeding the live footage into like StreamYard where I can speak next to it. You know what I mean? That could be pretty interesting. So, yeah, get in touch, guys. Yes, Gungshi, I am continuing the Tox Cold Challenge later. We'll be back on about 11 p.m. UK time for that one, guys. FIFA challenge later, so make sure you tune in for that. So if anybody doesn't know Tox Cole, it's just like a crazy, generous human being. That's what I would say. I don't know. He supports this channel and he you know, he gives me crazy challenges when I play FIFA, and he's obviously pretty freaking rich. And he's a legend, you know. And he basically came in yesterday on the FIFA stream and just said, if I get 15 wins on this weekend's Foot Champs, which is a sweaty one, he's going to give me $2,000. You know, and if I get 12, he's going to give me 1,000. So, you know, I'm not trying to brag or say, but that's pretty fucking mental. So you want to tune in for that later, guys, if you're around. That's pretty fucking mental. Hey, the United Way. Yes, mate. Yes, mate. That's what I need. He says, you need footage, bro. I was there. Get in. Yes, man. Well, maybe not so much footage now, but like for the next one, if you're going to be there or whatever, like if I could get you on a call while you're there, John, that'd be mint. That'd be mint. Because, you know, that'd be the way, that's the way to do it rather than me jump on afterwards, you know what I mean? Like, be better just to sort of actually cover it. So yeah, John, that'd be great, mate. Yes, I'll give you a message about that, dude. Nice one. Well, maybe actually some footage. Yeah, if you've got some footage now, I suppose, like, yeah, I suppose, yeah. If you've got any interesting footage now, I could put it on, you know, just as a random vid. Yeah. Nice one, United Way. You've got my email, don't you, bud? Yeah. 99 Sonic Boom says, as a Barca fan, I hope we would have done this when Bartomeu was still in our club. Yes, fair play to you, lad. Yeah, that's it. Exactly. Fan power can speak very strongly. Hey, oh no boy 420, how you doing there, man? Good to see you in there. What's going on, dude? Welcome in the stream, man. Great to see you. Hashtag Gamer Army. Tisco Dave says, show me the money. That's a good payday, Pixels Gun Sheep. Mate, it's an insane payday. It's literally like a month's, you know, it's like a full-on month's pay. So, but that's if we win it. We've still got to do it. It's not going to be easy because I'm shit. Yes, bro. Thank you, the United Way. I'll keep a lookout for that. Exclusive. I've got 14 games left. I'm on 7 wins, so I need to win 8 of 14, which is doable, my friend. That is doable, and I only need to win 5 of 14. Yeah, 5 of 14 to get the 1,000. So, you know, but I'm going for that. Go for that 2K. Pig, I bottled 17 wins. Oh, no. I'm not too bad. Oh, no, boy. Thanks for asking. Just a crazy protest today at Old Trafford has abandoned the biggest game in English football, Manchester United, for Liverpool, or had it postponed, I should say. Yeah, Eddie O2, insane, mate. Insane. Well, hello, this is, do you think this will have an impact on the Glazers, Pig? Yes, definitely. Yeah. Oh, yes. They can't ignore this one. I mean, they can ignore it more than anybody can ignore it over here because they're not in the country. They live in America. They're in New York. So they can ignore it to a degree, but they're definitely going to have heard about this. This is definitely going to have implications. It's definitely going to have ramifications. You know, it's definitely going to hurt them in some way, whether that's having to pay the police at Manchester Police a bit of money for the extra policing that's going to be needed for the upcoming games and today, whether it's going to be points deduction or awarding a win to Liverpool or whatever the ramification. We don't know what's going to be presented over the next few days by the Football League, etc. But I'm sure it's going to be not good. I'm sure it's not going to be good. And I think this is going to happen again for every United game. And yeah, they could always move their stadium and play it somewhere else, not move the stadium, but move the games that they're playing somewhere else to a different stadium. But the United fans are so passionate in position, they'll just turn up there too. So really, if they want to make this right, and I don't know if they do, but if they actually want to make this right, just sell the club to somebody who's going to actually lead the club properly, and also make a big profit in the process. It's not like we're asking them to go out with no money here. They bought the club with 800 million of debt money. Wasn't their fucking money, debt money. It's still in 500 million debt, by the way. And somebody would buy the club off of them and clear the debt and buy the club for somewhere in the region of at least £3 billion. At least, potentially 4, with a huge club like United that's got hundreds of millions of fans potentially around the world. So think about that. Think about that, my friends. Like, it's a no-brainer for them right now. They could just cut their losses. It's not even cut losses, actually. They can cut their bloody profits and walk out having made billions, effectively. They could sell this for $3 billion. They really could. So if I was them now, yeah, I'd sell the club. The future earning potential of the club's damaged. It's hurt. Fans aren't going to buy the merch to the degree that they would, etc. The COVID business at the moment with what's going on, obviously, I still think, I'm going to be honest now, I think if fans were allowed in the stadium right now, like for games, I think most of the time the stadiums would be full to the rafters still. I don't think there'd be, we haven't seen that. We've been talking about protests for years. Maybe after the Super League, obviously it would still be a big uproar and everything. Of course, not then. But I'm not sure if this would have happened without that Super League thing. So I'm very happy it's going on like it is. 300 likes on the stream, everyone. Thank you, everybody who's got in here and smashed that thumbs up button. Keep smashing away. And subscribe if you're new. What exactly is this about, says Oh No No Boy. So what it was, basically the owners of Manchester United, the Glazers, they're an American family. They bought the club with debt. They don't run the club well. They don't invest truly into our club. The stadium's falling apart. We've needed more players, more transfers that they haven't bought us. And of course, and they put us on the stock exchange. They generated a lot of cash. They whore us out commercially everywhere around the world, and they make a lot of money. They've taken effectively $2 billion out of the club, which has been generated by the club since they've owned it. $2 billion. So that's the big problem that the fans have. We want our club back. We want the club back. This is about our club being owned and led by people who are just after the money. They're not after improving us out there on the field. So that's really what it's about. It's a fan protest, and because there was this whole European Super League business the other day, where there's a new proposal that all the top clubs in Europe would join their own closed league to make money, which the fans around the world just said no to, and they had to completely backstep. Because of that, it's overflowed to the situation where the fans have just had enough, and we want these pricks out of our club now. Sell it to Jeff Bezos. Yes, Dynasty. Yes, Dynasty. Fuck yeah. Jeffy Bezos, mate. Or Elon Musk. I would love Elon Musk to own this club. Please, Elon Musk. I'm all for this, but we shouldn't be at the team's hotels as Lee. Well, that's a fair point. I don't think... Yes, protesting against Solskjaer and the players and disrupting them isn't going to help whatsoever. They are not the problem at all. We love those guys. So I do agree with that, really. But saying that, though... If it's going to stop the game, that was the key. Stop the game today. The biggest game in English football, United versus Liverpool. Stop the game. They stopped the game. So say what you want about it. This occasion, I approve of it. On this occasion, I approve of it. So Shazad Ahmed says, nice on Jonathan. Yes, I gave him a warning, says Shazad. Oh, good man, good man. Cataldo Scavarelli says, I hate all teams' owners. Yeah, look. Owners, it's like anything. Some owners are better than others. Chelsea's owner's better than our owner because they actually invest in the club. Whether or not they're a sugar daddy oil tycoon and whether or not they get up to dodgy stuff in their own personal life and they're Putin's right-hand man, I don't fucking know. I don't care about that. I'm just saying how they treat the club is much better than how our owners treat our club. So there's degrees to this, obviously. Man City's owners, they're super billionaires. They pump the club so full of lead and they cheat. In my opinion anyway, but they still done what's right by the club and the fans, whatever few fans, Billy and Ted, the two fans of Manchester United, Bill and Ted's excellent fucking adventure into being the only fans of City. Those two guys, fair play, they give them what they want. But yeah. I love Matt Rush's, check out Matt Rush's post. Go to Matt United 20 on Twitter, by the way. I love Matt United's 20. He put a tweet out earlier. It's fucking brilliant. Anyway, it says, breaking news, and it's a picture of the Etihad Stadium with like 3 people in it. And it says, breaking news, Man City's whole fan base breaks into Etihad to protest about the ESL. That is fucking quality. Matty Rushmano. I liked that one. I had to retweet that one earlier. That's brilliant. Yes, Gungshi says, Goblinry must never be tolerated. Hey, Gungshi with another super chat here. Who says down with Glazer Goblinry? Hashtag down with Glazer Goblinry. Let's get a hashtag down with the Glazer shite in the live chat here. Yes. Oh, no, boy says, wonder what they will do. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say their position has become sort of like untenable, but I do think that it's a very uncomfortable position for them to be in now because the earning potential is their asset, which is all they care about. They don't care about the club. They just care about their money. I think that their earning potential is going to be hurt here. So they'll probably consider selling it. Deviceology says fans have been fleeced for years. The beautiful game belongs to the beautiful people. Football's coming home. Come on, I love that, Deviceology. Yes. Get in there. Get in there, Deviceology. I love that. Rushmano, thanks for the shout out on Twitter, says Shazad. Yes, shout out, absolute bloody legend, Rushmano. The United Way says it was hard to find some that fitted the MSG size. I'll send you a couple of clips. Oh, thank you so much, mate. Thank you so much. Yes. Brilliant. You can actually also send longer ones to by what's it called? WeTransfer. That's quite good. WeTransfer. But yeah, thank you so much, John. I appreciate that, bud. Yes, if I do use them after this video, I'll put them on. If I do use them, you know, if they're not completely gashtastic, then I will use them. And I will credit you, of course, my friend. I'll credit you, of course. Thank you so much for that. Sel Pogba says Dynasty. Cameron Smith says they'll probably they'll probably do absolutely nothing, says Cameron. They won't make a statement or anything on it. They clearly said they'll never sell the club. It's been happening for years. Pointless today was. I don't know if it was pointless, Cameron, because this could have a knock-on effect. If this keeps happening, United are going to struggle. We're going to lose points. And I think most fans, we don't want to hurt this club long term, but just sometimes you got to be cruel to be kind. And that's what I feel like this could be doing. This is being cruel to the club from the fans to be kind to the club in the long term. Once this cancer's gone, then we can fully get behind the club again. But we can't support this this regime. Yeah, that's right, Gunshay. Verinda Chorley says Glazers out, Glazers out. Hey, the Dugout Football Channel says apparently there was a policeman slashed in the face. I mean, if that's the case, that's fucking disgraceful, yeah. I mean, like I've said, I've completely said any violence or anything like that, that's just completely unacceptable. And I don't think that's a true representation of a fan base at all. That's one or two idiots getting on the mob mentality, getting carried away, probably pissed out their head, fucking violent yob. That's how I view that. That's just an individual society, not an individual of United's fan base. Honestly. But that is a disgrace, though. I hope that's not true. Tebzar Beloy says City champions. Oh, for fuck's sake. Might have just handed them to it. We'll see, yeah. Might have just handed it to them. If the win goes to Liverpool. And what do points make pounds, says Vincent Bullock. You what? Thank you, Shazad. Yeah, oh no, boy, it's a fucking crazy situation, man. United fans saying empty hand is a signal that United fans are insecure. You what? Yes, Eddie Otu says cancer parasite removal is always painful. I hope we don't have to take too much. Yes, things are going to get worse before they get better. You know, we're talking about maybe not being able to play in the Europa League final. We're talking about maybe, you know, getting kicked out the top four, or who knows what could potentially be put in place because of this. But it's ultimately got to happen because we need to take our club back. Gungshi says thugs always give protests a bad name. Yes, and let's talk about what Gary Neville said. Let's read Gary Neville's quote once again here, because I really think that we need to just reiterate this, because carefully, if we're not careful, that narrative's going to change on this. And don't let one or two idiots change your narrative on this, because this is the narrative. Gary Neville says, we can make the story today about the disturbances, and I think that needs to be covered, but the story should be about the Manchester United fans. They've had enough. It will be very difficult the next few months. So yeah, it shouldn't be about one or two idiots. You know, they're not a reflection of the overall feeling of the fan base. So yeah. Nick Ireland says, only criticism is we should have done this years ago. Everybody don't buy any merch. That's what's going to hit them in the pocket in the long run. Yeah, I've been saying this for fucking years, guys. And still, people still coming in here with their pictures of their new kits last season, sending it on social media and stuff, but saying Glazers out. What the fuck? You've got to hit them where it hurts. The only place it hits and hurts them, the Glazers, is in the pocket. That's where you hit them and hurt them. So don't buy any of their shit, guys. I have actually been saying this for fucking years now. Don't buy any of their shit merch. You know, because that's all it's just going to feed their misleadership of the club. That's all it is. Don't tolerate it. Don't buy their shit merch. So yes, like all those people who got the zebra kit, I wanted that zebra kit too, guys. It's fucking mint. I hated it to begin with, and then I started to really fucking like it, and I wanted that zebra kit. But you know what? It's wrong to buy that fucking zebra kit, guys. It's wrong to buy the zebra kit and support this farce of a leadership of this club. If you do that, then you're a twat. Sorry. And there's probably like 58 people in here right now wearing that shirt as we speak. Oh, man. Ring Laura says, haven't bought any for 10 years. I haven't bought any for a long time either. Long time. Long old time. Got to be getting on for that sort of time too. David Robinson, we will take City off of our stolen perch soon. Football goes in cycles. They haven't even got our perch, really. They're on the way up to the perch, but they haven't even got the perch. Who's got the most titles? Who's got the most, they haven't even won a Champions League. Come on. They're shit. But yes, another 10 years of this would be gash. This is what even the more reason why we need to take our club back, so a better position, a better place as a fan base and as a club to stop them from being successful. We should be the most powerful club in the transfer window in England. We should have the most power, and because we're the biggest club in the history of England. Hate to tell you, but we are. So we shouldn't be succumbing to bloody City with their 2 fans. It's ridiculous. Our owners are a joke. Yes, Youssef, he says, press 1, smash a 1 for Glazers out. Yes, absolutely. And put those hashtag Glazers out in there. Gungshi says, fans were so shocked and disgusted by the way they tried to put a fast one with the so-called Super League that became the catalyst for a new protest. Just like Bruno Fernandes at Manchester United, it was the catalyst, Gungshi, I agree. That is the straw that broke the camel's back. The European Super League. I'm grateful that they led us there in the end. Because without that, we'd probably still just be munching down their shit sandwich. Superstar says, we have owners who have invested 0 coins into the club, won't even fix up our glorious stadium, take dividends and have not even paid off the debt they saddled us with to start with. It's a shit show, isn't it, Superstar? Exactly. Josh Drain says, only got the shirts because of Donny van der Beek and Cavani. Yeah, okay, Josh Drain, but I know you want the shirt. You love those guys. I get it, but you're contributing to the problem. That's why I've always said it's look, people can buy the shirts if they want, but I just personally don't advise it. Now, when they're out, yes, support the club. I want the money from the shirts to be going into the club so we can better the club, better the facilities, better the signings. That's the point of buying merch and supporting your club. Yeah, you want a nice shirt, but you also know where that money's going. It's going to your club. If you want just a shirt, you go get it off bloody, dodgy market seller for a £5 or something probably. But you actually want it to go to the club. But buying it and supporting the Glazers right now, it's just madness, guys. It's just madness. Gungshi says, fans, I hope I haven't offended anybody by saying that, but I just do generally think if you've bought a shirt over the last couple of seasons amid all the Glazer angst and Glazers out business, then you are a hypocrite, my friend. But you can change. You can change. I don't care, media says Glazers out, Brad is in. Norma says, don't buy merchandise. Absolutely, yeah, boycott merch. Plus, they keep extending shite defenders' contracts as Primot. The Great One. Hello, The Great One. How are you today? Sorry if I've missed anybody in the live chat. Hello there, Devix. He says, man, I had a bet. Oh, you'll probably get that back, though, won't you? I think you'll get your stake given back to you there, Devix. Pretty sure. J Blood MUFC says, is the game not playing tonight, bro? No, Jay. It won't be on for a while, dude. No word on when it will be. I'll give you the update if anything comes out soon, like if there's announced it's going to be played tomorrow. But right now, I don't think it's going to be announced anytime soon tonight. I think it might be a few days off or even a week off. Or Cataldo Scavarielli says, how much is a season card for Man United? You're talking about £1,000, mate. It's fucking a lot of money that the fans pay. I mean, obviously they haven't got that money from the fans this year because of COVID. They've refunded everybody's refunded everybody. Is it 800, 900 fucking quid? Eddie Otis is correct. Primont Glazer, incompetence and disregard is sick. Viking Red, no gosh, you not bought a shirt in years. Get juniors imported, says Viking Red. That's it, yeah, that's it. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get me old mammy on the old sewing machine. Going to get her knock me up a green and gold United shirt of my own. Yes, Eddie O2, nice one. Patrick Naranj says, David Robinson, forget it, United's the biggest club in the world. Thank you, Rushmano. He says, subscribe to the channel. Yes, we'll keep you up to date with all the latest business with covering the Glazers out of Manchester United. Hopefully it happens this year. We'll also cover all the latest United news in general. So if it's your first time on the channel, do the right thing and smash that subscribe button. Click the bell icon like your name was Quasimodo. Esmeralda the bells! That way you'll get a notification when we post and go live. Viking Reg Pig the Pluses City aren't celebrating. Get in there. That's true, yeah, I guess. Well, they might be if it's awarded to Liverpool. I doubt they can award it to Liverpool, I don't know. Fair play, Rick on Vega. Last shirt you bought was Ronaldo, still playing. Yep. Super chat says Disco Dave. Oh shit, sorry guys, I missed. Oh, I'm sorry, Disco Dave. He sent a €5 super chat. He says the problem is if they sell now, there's nothing to stop a worse group of owners to come in. The UK government needs to step in to protect all clubs. Fantastic statement you've said there as well, and I agree with you entirely. Yeah, that's it. We need this something similar to the German model. I agree with you, Disco Dave. That's why if you go to my Twitter, Mr. Flying Pig HD, there's a petition just a few tweets down. We've basically done this social blackout thing the last few days, so I haven't really been on there. But there is a tweet a few days ago, or whatever, which you can check out the government petition. Sign it, guys. Sign it. Absolutely, yes. It's proposing the German model, effectively, which is the 50+1 rule of football ownership in the UK. That's what we need to be moving towards, and I agree entirely with Disco Dave. I mean, it depends. I'm all for an owner coming in and who's going to be a good owner. Like, let's just say Elon Musk came in, like I say, rocketed in with a big foam finger and said, I'm a billionaire and trust me, just like I want to get to Mars, I want to take United to the fucking moon, baby. We'd all fucking love him. Because if he actually spent the money and did it properly, like, and some, we'd all fucking love him. So it's not like we need fan ownership. We have this model in this country and it's sort of worked to a degree, but for safeguarding the future of football clubs, for all clubs, like you say, we do need it. It's not just about United and Chelsea and the big clubs. What about all the other clubs? If owners can take us into different leagues and move cities and move stadiums and move, do God knows else what they want to do, then it's just going to completely ruin the entire game. So that's the main reason why we do need fan ownership of clubs. So I agree with you, Disco Dave. That'd be the best thing that could happen out of this is the government just said no. And you know what? With Brexit happening, it might actually happen. It could actually happen because the UK would want to put into place something that may safeguard one of its biggest industries and biggest exports around the world. The Premier League's a massive export for this country. Think about how many millions it generated around the world from people buying the game, buying the all of the merchandise, all of the subscriptions to watch it on TV, all that sort of stuff makes a huge amount of money for this country. All that tax money from the players that they're earning, everything. They want to protect their huge industry of sport here. So they may actually do something like that. I mean, I wouldn't put it beyond me, and that's the right thing. That's what they should do. It's not forcing people out of the club, we're just taking a certain percentage back and remunerating them for it. We're giving them money for it. It's not like they're being robbed, but we're just forcing them out effectively, Lastanet says, good, they got the game called off. Absolutely good fan. The fans have spoken, power to the people. Cataldo Scavarelli, we fight for 50+1. Get in there, my son. Hey there, Zurst. How you doing, Zurst? Thanks for getting in here. How you doing? Elon pays others to wipe his ass as Dynasty. Oh my goodness me. Andrew Rice says, but do owners have to accept it? That's my question. Can they just say no? Well, if it's government enforced, if it's a ruling by the UK government that says, that basically says we have to protect our industry. This is how things happen in time. Things happen throughout time. There's new rulings, there's new stuff. John Bosman wasn't allowed to leave his football club back in the day when I think he had an injury, came back, he wasn't allowed his contract, that he was just festering away for years. He went to court and fought to have the ability to have a free transfer away from the club. He served his contract. I forget what happened now. There was something, and the John Bosman rule came into place. Things happen throughout life and throughout history and throughout. You have to amend things. You have to change things. So as much as legalities are in place that protects these owners right now, if there's something that's actually put forward by the UK government here, I don't see how they could not adhere to these things. And it might seem a bit extreme to sort of force owners out of clubs, but you're not doing that. You're just forcing them not to own 51% of the club. Oh, sorry, the Cake Cadet. I missed your super chat. Sorry, the Cake Cadet lad. I'm having them out here, aren't I? The Cake Cadet. Hey, there's 242 of you legends in here. Thanks everyone who's got in and is getting involved with the stream tonight. I appreciate you. The Cake Cadet says, if you want a United shirt, check Pig's store out. Yes, the Cake Cadet. You know what? Actually, I've got to get on. I need to. I'm having a mare. Hey, one of the graphic designers on this channel, I don't know, one of the legends who deals with me, Eddie, who else? Exclusive, Travis, any of these guys. Hey, please knock me up some green and gold merch design, please, and I'll sort you out. I need something awesome. The Cake Cadet. Only if I use it, of course. The Cake Cadet with a £2 super chat. He said, thank you so much for that. Yes. That's it. I do need to get on it. That's it. Might as well support me and my channel than those fucking glazer melts. Hey there, Lynette Giggs. How you doing? Just end the cash cow. Hashtag glazers out. Yes. Power to the people. Pumped up kicks. Get in there. Wow, 343 likes we got on the stream. Thanks everyone who smashed the thumbs up on the video. I appreciate you. Deviceology says football needs a reset on fans' terms. We made football what it is after all. Precisely. It's a club founded by railway workers. Football is the people's sport. It's a working class sport from working class traditions, essentially to entertain the masses at the weekend after they finished a long, hard slog. And that's what it is. We should never get away from that, really. It shouldn't be about the fat cats and the greedy money-grabbing bastards. That's fantastic, Khayyam. That petition's already hit 100k. That's brilliant, Khayyam. Fantastic news, yes. Nathan Buckley, how you doing, laddie? Think they'll move the match to the Etihad? That'd be a joke, wouldn't it, Lemonhead? Oh, my goodness me. Thank you, Gungshi. Patrick O'Neill, hello there. I'm just going to stick around for a couple more minutes and read a few of your guys' more thoughts out. Thanks everyone who's watching and got in here. Andrew Wright says, if we're going to reset Sky Football Sports and BT Sports out. Great shout. That's what ruined the game, to be fair. Well, not ruined the game, obviously, but that's what hurt the game. It took it away from the average people. You used to have football back on the BBC, back on the ITV. I remember growing up as a teen, certainly I watched Manchester United beat Chelsea in the 2008 Champions League on ITV. It was on ITV. That's where the football was, which is, for anybody who doesn't know, it's a terrestrial TV channel. Everybody's got it for free. Well, if you pay a TV license anyway, but we've got weird rules with TV license. It's archaic anyway in this country for anyone who doesn't know. But anyway, that's the situation. So everybody has access to those channels for effectively nothing. Right, or with just a TV license, which you have to have if you want to watch any bloody channels anyway, because it's a fucking archaic joke of a system. But either way, enough about that. That needs amending too, if you ask me. That's a load of shit in this day and age. You shouldn't have to support the BBC if you don't want to. If you want to watch other channels, that's garbage. Well, the fuck, they need to look at that too. I get it, BBC's great, but I want to have the fucking choice, twats. You know. In terms of the programs they produce, I mean, they're also kind of corrupt and disgusting organisation in some other ways. But anyway, Daz Sweet says, proud today. 21 Nick Pieces, Legend Pig. Thank you so much. I'm proud too. Let's get some hashtag proud of United fans in the live chat. Yes. Crush Jones comments, perhaps the United staff and players should stage a walkout. They can't replace all those people, can they? Wow, just imagine that. I mean, that is some bollocks on them, though. You're asking them to risk their livelihood and their hundreds of thousands of pounds a week. I mean, that would be even if one of them did it, what an icon they would be overnight. Listen, if Marcus Rashford said, I refuse to play until the Glazers leave. I mean, what a statement. I don't want that to happen, though. Oh, the Vutinator says, apparently the gates were open from the inside. Oh, inside job. Nice. Gideon Kiplimo says, Roy Keane. Yeah, Dixon Sizer says you have to pay for a license to watch TV. That UK is crazy. It is. I mean, it makes sense back in the day because essentially everybody's paying this TV license for the BBC, the British Broadcasting Corporation, to make content for 2 different channels when there was only 4 channels. This is back in the day. So it made sense. Everybody was literally, and they make some great content over the years, you know, all these David Attenborough series and Top Gear and whatever. I fucking love it. But, you know, but essentially it's weird that you have to have a TV license in this day and age when there's hundreds of other channels to choose from. That is fucking bizarre. So that is actually something that they should amend also. Jonathan Gallagher. Yes, mate. Get in there with those Roy Keane emojis. It's an absolute nonsense. It's a nonsense. I'd be throwing punches. I would be throwing punches at the Glazers if I was in their office. I would let them on the coach. It's absolute nonsense. They've got to be the worst owners I've ever seen. They're nonsense. They're a disgrace. They're a disgrace. There's a great tweet here from Ian Barber. Says that game has been stopped by a few thousand of us legacy fans with millions around the world waiting to tune in. Take us for granted again. Glazers out. Yes, absolutely. I echo that too. The TV license is bullshit. Says the cake. That definitely is. Pig, Sky Sports let the fans in and used United fans, says Viking Red. I mean, that's a bit of a conspiracy theory, but you never know. Nala Tuba Chizongo says, let's protest that. Yes. Pumped Up Kick says, more importantly, are you watching Line of Duty later, Pig? Do you know what? I've never seen Line of Duty, ever. Do you know that? People are going to be, like, dumbfounded by that. I've never seen it. Anyway, look, there's 300 of you legends in here right now. Nearly 400 likes on the stream. There's a lot of you who are just getting in. I'm going to give you the rundown quickly just before we wrap things up here to let you know what's been going on. So, Manchester United, of course, were due to play Liverpool today. The protest by the fans spilled out onto the pitch. They got into the stadium. It's been postponed. It's been called off. The hotel was surrounded by fans, the players' hotel, and it has been unable to go ahead. This is a great statement from the fan base, in my opinion, to just say, no, we will not take any more of this bullshit ownership from these corrupt glazers who just only care about milking this club for money. So it's a big day in the history of Manchester United, I think, and a statement from the fan base to say no more. But also, it does mean that, here's a statement from the club. It does mean that there's some implications here. I mean, the club statement says, following discussion between the police and the Premier League, Trafford Council have postponed the game, basically. Oh, sorry, hang on. Following the discussion between the police, the Premier League, Trafford Council and the clubs, our match against Liverpool has been postponed due to safety and security considerations around the protest today. Discussions will now take place with the Premier League on a revised date for the fixture. So there might be a revised date and there might be a revised venue. Maybe not, but we'll see. So that's basically the situation, just for anybody who's just got in who doesn't know. And we've got an update from the players as well. Thank you very much, Rushy. Let's take a look at this. So I'll give you the latest breaking stuff as it comes. Okay, so here's an update on the players, guys. The Manchester United players have now finally been allowed to leave the hotel. So they've left the Lowry Hotel. There were some concerns as to whether or not they would be staying there overnight, but they have been allowed to go home. So the Manchester United players are allowed to leave the Lowry Hotel, and there's a picture here of Harry Maguire, who's exiting the Lowry Hotel, posted 2 minutes ago on social media. And so the players are leaving the hotel right now, guys. I guess they're just going home. I don't know where they're going. I doubt they're going to go to Old Trafford now. I guess they're going home. That's what I would imagine. Daz Sweetser says, I'm not buying that they were afraid in case fans got in while the game was on. I don't think that's the reason why it's been postponed or anything like that. I think it's more to do with health and safety concerns as to, like, the COVID protocols and stuff like that, about sanitation, about, I don't know. Yes, nice one, Rushy, top lad. Hey, Griffo Chaz, how you doing, mate? He says, boom, lads and lasses, good to see you in here. How you doing there, Griffinator? Sudadeep Balmix says, Guad Morata. What does that mean? Hope I haven't just said something questionable. Cool One says, Glazers out from America. Yes, get in there, Cool One. Stefan Harrington says, license fee would pay so BBC could cover up Jimmy Savile's hideous crimes. I mean, yeah, so if you look into the history of all that stuff, it's sickening, isn't it? Looking, the BBC is a corrupt corporation in a lot of ways, mate. Like, I'm not saying they've made some good shows though. I like Top Gear. Anyway, the old Top Gear with Jeremy Clarkson and those guys. Viking Red says, you will love it, Pig. Thank you very much, Viking Red. The fans won today. Get in there. Yes, they did. I'll say it one last time, guys. If you're here for the first time, there's a red subscribe button there. Smash it. Smash the subscribe on it. Also, smash a like on the video. That will help us out in general. And give it a share. Spread it around. Also, when you share this video, share it with the hashtag GlazersOut. Love United, hate Glazers, LUHG. Hashtag green and gold to the club sold and all that sort of shite. Get it in there, my friends, because these guys need to know it's a disgrace. Scream it from the rooftops. The fans won today. Power to the people. We will not go quietly into the night. How did the fans win, says Dara Azizi? We won by stopping the biggest game in English football taking place today as a sheer sign of power from the fans. That's what happened. That's why they won. We haven't won yet. They're still the owners and they still own this football club, but we can potentially... This is a big statement. Dublius has heard one of the fans block the toilets in the away dressing room. Left a big floater in there for them. The Stig says the Primot. Yes, that's who we need. You can't stop City being champions. Well, look, sub to fine Pink United. I mean, look, not this year, but it's very unlikely we stop them being champions with the Glazers as our owners. We need some different direction, and if we had that right direction and the right investment in this club, then we would be able to stop them as champions long term, not just this season. Vin Diesel, yes, get in there with the peace sign. Viking Red says OHB legend. Yep. Anthony White says stupid today, lad. The fans can protest outside the stadium, not break in and steal the flag post. Total joke. To be honest, I'm with you, Anthony White. Like, who really gives a shit about little few flag posts and stuff like that? As long as nobody's been hurt. If somebody was hurt, I think somebody was hurt. I don't think that's that's terrible. But flag post, I mean, come on, we're trying to stop the game here. I don't give really a toss about that, to be honest with you. Fair enough, Anthony. Look, everybody's got different opinions. I respect yours. Trust me, I can understand it from your point of view. I really can. But I just think the bigger picture here is, like, there's a bigger picture here. There's a bigger picture we got to look at here. And I think it's overall, most people aren't going in there stealing stuff either. Like, let's not make it about that. Let's not make it about somebody was hurt or somebody was, something's been stolen or something's been mad. Let's make it about 99.9% of the fans having a peaceful protest and just saying, no, we will not let this game go ahead because your owners are scum of our club. But fair play for your, I can understand you though, don't get me wrong, thank you for so much for getting in there and having your say also. That's what I mean, not everyone's going to have the same opinion as me, and that's what's great about football and great about this channel is we let everybody have their say, and we let everybody's voice be heard, and I'm going to respect everybody's opinions, even if I disagree. Polar Bear, hello Polar Bear with the 750 ISK super chat. He says, happy birthday to David Beckham. Yes, get in there, DB7, mate. Let's get some hashtags happy birthday Becks in there as well. Thank you, Rushmano. Yes, subscribe to the channel, he says. Thank you very much. Yeah. Okay, nice. We're only 7 likes away from 400 likes. That's pretty amazing, guys. Yeah, hit it. We're going to hit it. We're going to hit 400 likes. Smash that like on it. Right, guys, I'm pretty much going to wrap this one up here then, unless there's a few other comments that you want to quickly fire at me. Then Glazers are bloodsuckers. Get out of our club. Brought on debt money. Spot on, Dave Whitford. Yep. Still have got 500 million of the 800 million debt they bought the club with as well. It's a disgrace. Happy birthday to the Don Becks. Yes, you can't win a war without a fight, says Paul Wiener. That's a great shout as well. Yeah, I mean, sometimes there is going to be a little bit of fodder or a little bit of spilt milk, so to speak. But you can't cry over it, my friends. Because there's a bigger picture here, I agree. Yeah, and this is a war of getting the Glazers out of the club. Kate Cadet says, deduct our points, kick us out of Europe, less money for Glazers can only be a good thing. Ultimately, that's true, yeah. If we get relegated to the Championship because every game we get a 3-point deduction for the next bloody season because the fans are surrounding the stadium and they can't play any games, sooner or later the Glazers are going to get the message and fuck off and cut their losses. They really are. So I am actually all for it, because even though it may be pure shite in the short term for Ollie, the players, the fans, everyone associated with United, the staff, it's going to be shit for a while. Ultimately, it's going to get way better for everybody involved. So, once they've left, I mean. Yes, Aaron Homeyard, I'm doing late night FIFA tonight. Well, it's not that late. We'll probably get on about 10:30ish now, 10:30 p.m. UK time. So, if you're around for some FIFA, get on later. We'll be on it. Fergie's son says, being told Liverpool hooligans they're causing problems. If it had been a match is cancelled, they get 3 points. Can anyone confirm? I don't know about that. Hashtag Bisson do FIFA today. Yes, definitely. 11 p.m, 10:30ish, around about there. Young Shi, you what? I've got golden balls in the old bathtub right now. JB says 49% of the money we have generated has been spent on debt and interest by the Glazers, and only 32% has gone on improving the squad. The money has come from broadcasting and shirt sales. Yes, Glazers, not my owners. Thank you so much, JB. Great comment. United till I die says Liverpool fans, you can never have the 3 points. We're fighting for bigger things than your hypocrisy. Oh, you can have the 3 points. We're fighting for bigger things than your hypocrisy. It's exactly how I feel as well, to be honest with you, United till I die. There's bigger things at foot here than just some shitty 3 points at stake, or even a shitty Europa League final. I don't give a toss about winning the Europa League final this year if it means getting rid of those fucking cancerous Glazers. Take a breath, Pig, says the big guy. Yeah. 10:30 p.m. That's like 7 a.m. to you, Pig, says Disco Dave. I know. Wow, 414 likes now. Nice. No worries, Gungshi. It's spot on. You're all right, lad. Okay then, guys. Ben says, just don't play the match. Both teams finish having played 37 games. Yeah, you kind of need to. You can't really. It's not, as much as it's not Liverpool's fault this happened though. So they can't be taken on. They can't have the points taken away from them. Just going to say that now. It's not their fault this happened. Okay, so we got another little bit of a players update here, guys. Thank you, Rushmano. So a new players update. So Harry Maguire, Bruno Fernandes, Nemanja Matic, and Scott McTominay were all trying to convince officials to allow engagement with the United protesters outside of the Lowry Hotel. That's our captain, lads and lasses. Go on, Slabby. And Bruno, of course. So it looks like Harry, Bruno, Scotty, and Matic, this is what a report is coming from James Cooper, is that maybe they wanted to just go and have a chat with the protesters and hear their thoughts, but they weren't allowed to. Obviously, the clubs stopped them from going out there. A bit of health and safety concerns, maybe, but that sounds like they wanted to go and have a chat. Also, the club has said no, and the players were left furious with the club officials. That's also what's been reported as well, that the club said no, and that the players were furious with the club officials that they were not allowed to go and speak with the fan base. So, once again, this is nothing. We can't hold the players accountable for any of this. We've got to support the players, support the manager, and understand that they are doing their very best for this club, and they have been doing that this season. It's just the owners we hate. 416 likes and not a single ball kick, says the K Cadet. Yeah, true. Legends for the players. Pig players update. Thank you for that, Rush Money legend. Go on, Harry, says Norma. He's our slab, says the K Cadet. Yes, the K Cadet. Let's get those Slabbington emojis in there. Yeah, I know, we wouldn't hurt our own kind. Exactly, Vincent, but it's not like somebody's going to go and... It's not even any of the players' fault. All the fans know that. It's not like they're going to go and take this out on the players. No. It's just about stopping them from getting to the ground so they can't play the match in protest. That's what it was. But if the players could have spoken to them, nobody's going to hurt the players, man. Yeah, I know, that's right. United today says protesters aren't going to go batter players. Club officials' logic is wayward. Yeah, everybody knows it's not down to the players. The players are, even me, if... Listen, you know, we like to have a chat on here. We like to give our opinions. I say Slabbing Maguire's a useless fucking fridge and all this. Telling you now, but it's not because I'm a pussy. It's not because I'm a charlatan or a pretender. If I met Harry Maguire, I'd go, Harry Maguire, mate, the fucking captain of United. How you doing, son? You know, I'd be like, wow, it's Harry Maguire. You know, maybe not. I wouldn't be like, you know, I'm not going to be like, you're a fucking shit player, Harry. That would make me an asshole, guys. You know, I might say shit on here when I'm fucking angry after a game. That's one thing. You know, nobody's going to go and assault these players, man. It's true, though. I mean, you know, that doesn't make me a two-faced person. If I met Slappy Maguire, I'm not going to go, mate, you're a fucking absolute smeg fridge. Do you know that? What sort of a person would that make me? You know? And that's how most people are. Even if you don't think they're a good player, it's like, he's the captain of United. You've got to respect that. You have to respect that. Yes, Roshmano says Harry's stepping up. And it sounds like recently, you know, with the European Super League stuff, that he was a leader in the dressing room amongst that as well. And in regards to this also. Yes, first class game of the game is cancelled, my man. It's cancelled, yes. Postponed, cancelled. Not today, not anytime. Well, we don't know. Official confirmation is awaiting to come out. But I hope you're good, first class gamer. Batman Night fan, it's, yeah, postponed. Not going to lie, I would just troll him and then say I'm joking, says United till I die. Amen, Fridge, says OHB. Hello there, Deandra Lula from Indonesia. Amen to the Fridge. Harry's stepping up and absolutely right, says the KK8. Yeah. The first class game has just woke up. So so what's happened is the stadium was stormed. Well, not stormed, but fans were let in or got into the stadium, and they just got on the pitch at Old Trafford and refused to leave until the police basically got them out. And also the fans surrounded the Lowry Hotel, Manchester United Stadium, and wouldn't let the players come in. I think the Liverpool hotel as well, and wouldn't let them come out or anything. So the game was postponed. It wasn't allowed to go ahead. It took about maybe half an hour or so for them to get most of the fans out of the stadium and then move them away from Old Trafford. But ultimately, there just wasn't enough time. They've had to, you know, with the COVID protocol, they've had to sanitize, they've had to do this and that. So they've just had to postpone it. So that's the lowdown. Yeah, the Liverpool Addiction just got in, was doing my stream. I hope you're good. Yes, I'm good. Thank you, the Liverpool Addiction. I hope you're well too, laddie. And yeah, what a crazy series of events. But it's justified, mate. It's the right thing for the fans to do this. Go on, Slapband, says Viking Red. How don't they have security? I know the first class game is crazy, eh? Probably because the Glazers spend about £2.50 a week on security, mate. They've got a freaking, like, one-eyed guard dog named Biffo who sits on the fucking corner going, oh! And they feed him £2.50 worth of fucking gruel a week. That's their fucking investment into the security of United. Do I think the game will go ahead tomorrow, says Dino Nugget? I don't actually. I don't. I think it might be a bit soon. I think they might actually change the venue of this. Maybe. It'd be good if it was Monday Night Football and if it was tomorrow. But I think ultimately, me, myself and I, and how I feel, I think it will happen again. And I think the fans should continue to protest and stop the Glazers having their way right now. Hey, Yanis Reckless, Kerry Spare. Yes. We did the right thing tonight. Yeah, the fans did the right thing. Yeah, I'm still doing that FIFA challenge tonight, mate. Yes, absolutely, Max Tiger. This needed to happen. Everything that happened needed to happen. Spot on case later, yes. The European Super League is basically the catalyst for the fans' backlash here. We've had enough. We don't want them anymore. Jamie Paver, FIFA stream, yes, we'll be back at 10:30. Poor Biffo says due to Rukuju. I know. The Cake Cadet, he says, smash that like button. Can we get 500 likes, guys? That's crazy if we do. But thank you very much for that, Cake Cadet. Mr. NLWT, one of the channel member legends, he says, I find this protest pointless. The thought people think that Glazers will take any notice of this or be affected is laughable. Do you know what, Mr. NLWT? I can see your point because they're in America and they're just disconnected from this club, but they're going to hear about this. It's going to send shockwaves through the media world. They'll be talking about this on breakfast tomorrow in New York City, everywhere. They'll be talking about this, man. And this is big news. And not only that, if it hurts them financially, which, like we've gone over many times in this video already, if there is ramification from the Football League or the FA where they've given you some penalties or points deductions, or take you out the Champions League qualification places, or anything that may happen from United's games being boycotted because they can't play them over the next couple of weeks or whatever, then their position gets weakened. Their asset is diminishing. Their earning profitability is diminishing. Maybe their asset's not diminishing because United's still going to be worth 3 or 4 billion to a buyer, but their profitability is diminishing with fans not buying merch, fans not paying for the MUTV subscription, fans not tuning into the Sky Sports, maybe, I don't know, paying the packages because it's all just to contribute to the shite, buying the merch, all that sort of stuff. So it's going to have a knock-on effect. It might not be a massive moment in terms of like, oh yeah, it's not changed too much right now, but this could be the catalyst for change. So I think actually it's far from pointless, Mr. NRWT. I think this is huge. I think it's a big statement. We, the fans, decide when you play. We are the lifeblood of the club. We're not going to be dictated to by some foreign owners who don't even come to the games or live in this country, even though they own the fucking club. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Pretty crazy. But that's just my opinion on it. Thanks for getting yours in there, Mr. NLWT and legend. FA say there's going to be a penalty. Bruno Fernandes to take it. Nice. The stewards probably let the fans in. Yeah, that's it. They probably are disenchanted with the scum running the club also. It's a perfect game to do it, says Daz. Yep. Looking forward to tonight's stream, yes. Okay, guys, I'm basically, I think some of them may have vandalised it, First Class Gamer, but not largely. A very small portion of the fan base. It's not a representation of the overall fan base at all. But I think some corner flags were stolen. I think there's a bit of stuff like that going on, yeah. Anyway, our owners didn't know what their club is supporting. Yeah, they don't even, they thought we were a fucking English-American football team. English-American football team. That sounds like a strange sentence. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. Thanks for tuning in. Come back after this video is finished and have your say in the not live comments. Seriously, every single one of you here, I've tried to respond to everybody, but come back and have your say. Let the comment section after this video rain down with Glazers out hashtags and green and gold emojis. Seriously, every one of you in here. Gun Cheek, Disco Dave, First Club Gamer, Rush Mano, Primot, 30 years Scouser Starter title, Rupert Meadow, The Vutinator, Safia Mohammed, United Till I Die, Gungshi, Rocket Rob DR, Geronimo. Come back after this video is finished and get in the not live comments and have your say on this matter. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to leave it there. I'll be back in a few hours' time doing the FIFA. Like the video, subscribe. Have I been like that the whole time with this stupid fucking thing like that, mate? Anyway, like the video, subscribe if you're new, smash the bell icon so you get notified, and we'll see you in a few hours' time. Primot, First Class Gamer, Geronimo, Palmerius, Kyle Fury, Stefan, JB, Lynette Giggs. Have a great evening. Everybody come back and get your thoughts in a minute in the not live comments. I'll respond to you and everybody can get a debate going there. So come back, have your say. See you on the next one, guys. Thanks for tuning in. This is your place for all the legit United news. I'll keep you up to date with what's happening, guys. Stop buying merchandise as Elvis Mawini. Absolutely, guys. Knock that on the head. I haven't bought any United merch for years. And also, You know, and don't buy it, guys. Don't feed that. You know, they're giving Cavani the number 7. They got him a free big name. It's so everyone went and bought the shirt. And I'm sorry to say, but those people, they're hypocrites to a degree. But you don't have to be a hypocrite anymore. You can change. Yes, we're gonna smash up Tox Cole's challenge. Thank you so much, Huai Huang. Thank you so much, Hai Huang, for watching. Norma, Disco Dave, JB. What a community. Hashtag the Baker Brigade. Hashtag Glazers out. Hashtag we're taking our club back. This was a stand. This is about fighting a dictatorship, about a tyrannical dictator in the Glazers. That's what this is. This is about fighting these capitalist pig dogs who just want to take the lifeblood of this club and take it for their own financial gain. We are taking our football club back, my friends. We might have to move backwards in terms of the club and the football for a small period of time before we can get going forwards. But once those Glazers are out, we can move on. Let's do it, guys. Hashtag power to the people. Let's fucking be having you. This is the pig, and I shall see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Take it easy, and come on, United. When the seagulls follow the trawler. This is because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Exclamation mark, King Eric. Thank you very much. And here we have it, lads and lasses. It's the end of the stream. Thanks for watching the latest update on this crazy day, crazy news day. We're Manchester United fans, and I think we've done the right thing here, guys, as a fan base, to say, no, we will not take this shit anymore. Yes, the Arsenal fans should do that next game as well. Shouldn't they, Habakarama? I agree with you, Habakarama Domike. Thank you, Dominique. Yes, if you're new, smash that subscribe button as well, Habakarama. And everybody else, if it's your first time here, smash that like on the video. That's the best way you can support this channel. This is to say thank you to all the members here. But, you know, I know not everyone can be a member. The best way you can support is by liking it, sharing it, getting involved with the community. Come back and afterwards and comment and all that sort of stuff and get involved with this topic. So thanks, everyone, for watching. We'll see you in a bit. Unbelievable power from the fans shown today. We will not take this shit anymore. Power to the people. Down with the Glazers, says Gungshi. Yes. The Cake Cadet says, when the Seagulls follow the Soonest, this is because they think flares will be thrown at him. Okoro, Richard, Kevin Echoes, everyone else, Stefan Harringtonio, Aaron Homeyard, Rush Mano, Norma, Jonathan Gallagher, the Vutinator, everyone else, Callum Coyle, stay classy. Thanks for watching. This is Big. See you on the next one. We'll be back in 3 hours for FIFA. See you then. Glazers out. Love United. Hate Glazers. United till I die. Fuck the Glazers.